Alright, so I'm back in the ride sharing game again. It's been since 2016 since I've done this, and a lot of things have changed. The app has gotten a lot better, the apps in general. I think the people have gotten a lot nicer. The early days of ride sharing, people were a lot more rude, and I was one of the first to really establish the ride sharing here in Houston. Some of the first drivers, so I had that sign-on bonuses and incentives, but I had been having a lot of employment issues. There's just nothing out there really pays, so you know, I got my name out there. It's only been it's only been about a week and a half since I've been unemployed, but I gotta stay busy. I gotta make that money. You know, you look at your house is your friend until you're not making a lot of money, and then all you're doing is seeing this giant gorilla is about to beat you up. So we're trying to keep it tame, you know, make sure I get those payments done, or at least the majority of them, so I don't get too stopped. So this is the car, my Volts. So you know, got the same thing. Fire extinguisher right there, and I got my pepper spray. Now, one thing I found interesting is I got this face spike right here. So if you girls ever need protection, that's what that is. That's so you can hold it and bash someone's face in. So that's pretty cool. And the reason why I got that is just because of past experiences. So that and watching videos on social media of bad passengers mistreating the Uber drivers. So my phone's location, extra memory card, my CDs, and one touch I did, and I've done this before, I just brought it back, is stars. So I got some glow-in-the-dark stars, and down below I have my a black light. That little black light right there eat 4 batteries up in one night. So I go and buy the cheap batteries at Harbor Freight, and I bought 2 seat covers, really cheap ones. I don't want to blow too much money. Basically, the reason why I got those is that it's just easier to throw those in the washer and put them back on. So that, and I was dating a girl with a kid, and that seat's gotten a little grimy, so I don't want people to feel uncomfortable sitting in a grimy looking seat. So, you know, those kids they spill drinks and stuff like that. So my little star formation, and then of course, you know, like usual, make it smell good in here. I got 3 of those fragrance dispensers over my air conditioning vents. And now, in the past, I had a lot more clutter. It's kind of cluttered right there, back here right now, but usually I have all my camera equipment, my own backpack. But I have a collection of these little arcade games, and they all got batteries in, besides that one, of course. I took the batteries out of that one. But so, and you know, it gets later at night, I throw one of these in one of the seats. People are like, oh look, someone left something. It's like, no, that's mine. You know, I have a lot of ideas about getting some of these flat Arduino boards with like Raspberry Pis, and hanging them off my back of my seats and making little arcades. But I mean, that's just an idea. I don't think I'm ever going to get around to it. So yeah, so I'm back. I'm not happy about it, but there's nothing I can do about it. So ride sharing it is. And Bart, this is the 3rd day I've done it, and I got some advice because I read through a lot of the legal documents. In general, it's a good idea if you're posting videos on social media to ensure that you're a ride sharer. So you're talking about yourself and your car. You know, you and your car as an entity. you don't want to talk about the provider of the app. So don't. It's better not to disclose who you're technically working for. Even though you're technically not working for them, you're just utilizing their service. So I've noticed that a lot of people have been getting kicked off of YouTube for posting videos of the riders. Just word of advice. You know, I know a lot of these channels that got popular are now just basically ousted because of this. So it's a good idea to put on your thinking cap before you post anything on social media. So that's just my word. Oh yeah, and one thing I want to get off my chest, and this is just something I think everyone should do on forums and stuff like that, is discuss the actual fare rates. Because I think the ride-sharing services, the drivers need to start agitating them, because what happens is at these events, you know, multiple individuals that have different ride-sharing programs, and you know, the cheaper one is usually the one that's going to get the ride. And if there was like price capping is set in the city or regulated, so this way, you know, if you're in a certain region, the price is capped around that certain time or around that certain event, so no one ride-sharing service can have that advantage. And that's just something everyone needs to start thinking about if we really want to, you know, make a little bit of money doing this. Because if we're not agitating politicians and stuff around here to try to get something like that passed, you know, we're just going to see competition ride the ride-sharing prices down so low that it's almost unfeasible to even do it. So, and it is technically like that in a certain way, because on average, if I'm lucky, 12-hour period, $140. So that's not really a lot. I like to see that get a little bit more in the $70, maybe $200 range, if not higher. So, anyways, thanks. Like, share, and subscribe.